odds are your duct design is trash.
The worst part is you're not even complaining because it works. If you're okay with stuff just working, then this video is probably not for you. But if you want to optimize how your home feels and how clean the air is that you breathe inside your home, keep watching. This is for you, the HVAC technicians out there. I wanted to share something that was news to me. I found this out probably 6 months ago. It has to do with air filters, particularly MERV rating. It wasn't too long ago where I used to tell people if they use filters like this, Filtrete 3M, the ones that have tons of pleats, as this one does. As soon as I would see these in people's furnace, filter cabinet, whatever you want to say, I would immediately tell customers, these are terrible filters. They restrict your airflow. They'll kill your system prematurely, which they absolutely can if you don't know how to select the right air filter. But luckily you're watching this video and I'm going to show you. They are a very restrictive filter. There's some information on these filters, and not just Filtrete. Honeywell's doing this. Healthy Climate Solutions, Linux Filters is doing this. FilterBuy, they do not publish the data on their filters. I made a statement in my last video, MERV mistakes you might be making. I made the claim that you probably should not be buying a filter if this data is not published on the filter, which is pretty true for the most part. Although FilterBuy, they do not publish the chart on their filters, but I did test one recently. I believe it was a MERV 8. I'll clip it into this video. So if we take a look at this particular filter, 1280 CFM across this filter is 0.36 inches of water column. These are MERV 14 filters from Costco. $44 for the 4-pack. I mean, that's a steal. That's $11 a pop for each one of these. You can't get anything better than this at that value. These are actually what I'm going to be using at my house. For my HVAC technicians out there, I just want y'all to be cognizant. I can never say that word, but I want you to be conscientious and aware of what type of filters are restrictive and what filters are actually really freaking good filters. Filtrete's done a good job bringing this pressure drop down. I know the purple one is still pretty restrictive. I don't have it memorized, but I want to say it's like 0.46, maybe even 0.5. So again, just drilling home, look at the chart before you just make assumptions. I'm guilty of it too. Like I said, I've told several customers that's a terrible filter. As an HVAC technician, how do you know if the filter your customers are using is good or bad for their system? So let me take you over here to my board. We'll keep that on there for mama. I'm gonna teach you how to design ductwork, pick the best air filters, make you a better tech, make you a better homeowner. Let's get right into this. You turn 15, then you turn 30, then you turn 40, but you always act like you're 15. What does this mean? 15% of your static pressure goes to your return ductwork. 40% goes to your air filter. 30% will go to your evaporator coil. 15% will go to your supply duct. All right, so we got a fan, 1 inch of water column, maximum rated. Pretty simple math here. 0.15, so 15% will go to our return duct. 0.15 inches of that static pressure on the return side. Your filter, you get 0.4. Your furnace, have a little bit across the heat exchanger. Coil, you got it, 0.3. And our supply, all the ducts, all the 90s, all the grills, 0.15. And there you have it. It's a great way to design your ductwork, decide whether your filters are proper for your system.
or if you need to modify the ductwork, some ways that you would know that, okay, I've got to do something with my ductwork is when the total external static pressure exceeds or is very close to 1 inch. For instance, we would check static pressure. If this is our blower and that's our heat exchanger, where you would check your static pressure would be on this side of the filter and at the very end of the furnace just before the coil. These 2 points. To check the pressure drop across your filter, you would check from here to here. Pressure drop across your coil would be from here to here.
80% of our industry is. That's one thing I definitely want to make clear. If I'm saying stuff that you're like, ooh, I'm not doing that, nobody else is either. So don't beat yourself up about it, but make some corrections.
Indoor comfort mistakes that most homeowners and even many HVAC technicians are making when selecting air filters. Did you know selecting air filters is actually part of the duct design process?
Filters are next. This is my favorite slide because it shows her, or him, I don't know which it is. I love that. When I become king someday, I will require every filter manufacturer to publish that right on the filter. No looking it up, no math. They're telling us that if I'm moving 1,000 CFM, I'm going to have a 0.21 drop.
I love acronyms, and we got some freebies for techs and homeowners in my stand store, which is linked in my bio here on all my social media and YouTube. But here's a sneak peek into some of our smart services we offer. SMART, we like that acronym. The S is going to be the size of your filter.
And system. M.
Going to be MERV and microns. A, airflow. R, now that you understand all of that, now you have the right to buy that filter. T is going to stand for time to replace, which that'll be dependent on the type of filter. If you would like the more detailed version of this smart guide on how to select air filters, just head on over to my stand store, and that's free download for all of my subscribers and followers. If you haven't figured it out yet, here in America, more money for something does not always mean it is better. It means that company is making higher margins off of you. Let's put this into simple, concrete terms you will remember forever. We're going to look for the highest possible MERV rating at the lowest possible initial resistance or pressure drop. If you do this, your filter will help you and your family breathe easy, your equipment will last longer, and your overall comfort will be improved. Lastly, to simplify all of this, if the filter's over 0.4 inches of initial resistance, you should be very cautious when selecting that filter. Remember, know what size HVAC equipment you have, especially what drive your blower motor is, and you're going to be flirting with danger on a 4 or 5 ton system if the filter is over 0.4 inch initial resistance. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more tips. Follow me on all my socials. I love to help people stay comfortable. You HVAC technicians out there, I hope that you guys feed your customers the correct information. Keep it honest, keep it real, keep it safe, keep them comfortable.